Good morning. We are looking toward downtown Fargo right now at some quiet conditions for us here. A cool morning, but not as chilly as it was this weekend. We are mainly above the freezing mark right now, and we do have some interesting stuff going on the radar too. North and South Valley at this point in time. You could see that we're looking at some green right now along the state line. But I know a lot of eyes are looking up toward northern parts of North Dakota and into Minnesota too. That blue indicates snow. And while we haven't been getting any reports of snow right here in the valley, I did just check the Skycam, the Storm Team Skycam network over in Minot, and it appears that we've got snow on the ground there and on the roofs there too. So snowy situation over in Minot this morning, not on the road surfaces. The ground is still pretty warm, but those colder surfaces, grassy surfaces, it tends to collect until it starts to melt pretty quickly during the morning hours this time of year. And so that means we could be seeing some of that snow reaching the ground here in the valley, and down to the south there are some areas where it's trying to switch over. So we'll zoom in on the north first of all. A lot of this might not be making its way to the ground. It is kind of dry out there right now, so this is being detected at the mid-levels. Sometimes as that starts to fall, it dries up before it reaches us. But maybe we might be seeing some of this affecting us up by Rock Lake, right along the border there around Pembina, and then in the Devil's Lake area, not quite over the lake itself though here this morning. So watching out for that. Down in the Southern Valley, you can see there's a line of rain to even perhaps a little bit of that switching over to some snow, some mix going on along the state line, and back over into Lakes Country, west central Minnesota, a little bit of a mix being detected there as well. In Fargo, we're pretty quiet at this point in time. In most of the valley, at least in the middle part of the valley, we're pretty quiet compared to what's going on in the north and south. Our temperatures are into the 30s, so we're above freezing in most areas except for Roseau at 32. It's 34 in Langdon, 38 in Devil's Lake. We have had some lowering at times for visibility around Langdon and Candu. That might be a sign we've been seeing some snow there. Right now things are looking pretty good. And wind is coming in out of the east or southeast and not very strong, up to 13 miles per hour. So this morning, dealing with a couple of areas of precipitation, mainly snow up north to the south, a mix of rain and some snow. That will continue for a couple of hours before it just kind of fizzles out as we head through the rest of the morning and toward the noon hour. So by noon, mostly cloudy, temperatures into the 40s. Heading into the afternoon, we have a shot at getting into the 50s. We've got some sunshine developing, not everywhere, but some of us will get some sun. And in addition to that, that wind starting to kick in out of the south, and that will help to usher in some milder air for us too. So not warm, but warmer than yesterday, I guess. Will be more into the 50s for your highs for today. Heading into the evening hours, more cloud cover developing or just hanging on, depending on how much sun you end up with. And then into the overnight hours, we watch those clouds just hang on and temperatures not as cool. We'll start off the day tomorrow more into the 40s, I'd say. So not much of a difference actually. And checking out your photo today, sunrise. This was in Jamestown. Thanks, Clifford, for sharing that really cool shot with us. And we've got some active weather coming up this week. Of course, we're seeing snow potential here today on the first day of October. Tomorrow, a quieter day, mostly cloudy though. And then another system moves in Wednesday with some rainy conditions for us, maybe a little mix during the morning hours and into the overnight. Windy conditions again, highs in the 60s or mid 50s to low 60s. Heading into Friday, another round of rain and then a potential big system with some wind too on Sunday. I know it's harvest time and it might end up being a bit soggy coming up here this week. And we're looking at some, again, cooler than average temperatures hanging around here in the valley as we transition into October.
Temperatures a lot of people don't want to be seeing right now.
I know, we'll see. We know they're coming. We know fall and winter are coming, but it's just nice to hang on to the warmer weather a little while longer. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Lisa. Monday morning calls for a nice warm cup of coffee. Coming up, the Valley Today's Abby Furchner is filling her cup as she learns more about one local shop.